So obviously this year has been a year of monumental upsets and great performances. So obviously we saw Terence Crawford give a hell of a performance against Spence. We saw Inouye give a hell of a performance against Fulton, and obviously we saw Liam Smith manage to knock out Chris Eubank. But one thing I was thinking is two fighters that have been known to have great chins that have not been rocked and fought good opposition was obviously Errol Spence and Eubank Jr. Both of them have fought legit top level opposition. Like, even though Eubank Jr. lost to most of them, he never got knocked out cold by any of them. But the funny thing is, when he fought Liam Smith, it seems like his punch resistance completely left him. And it seemed like a similar thing happened to Errol Spence. It seems like his punch resistance left him. Now, one thing I will say though is with Errol Spence, there's a bit of a caveat. Obviously, he came back from his car injury. Since he came back from his car injury, he did seem to get rocked a lot more. Like, he got rocked by Ugas in their fight when his mouthpiece fell out. And I would say, to some extent, both of them getting their chin rocked the way they did and the way they got dropped and such, a lot of fans are blaming it on the weight cut. Now, with Eubank Jr., I can see that being a factor because before that fight, we've never seen him get hurt that badly before. And Liam Smith, he's a respectable fighter with respectable power, but he's not known as a puncher. So for him to hurt Eubank the way he did, it does raise questions. Now, the crazy thing is, if you look at it, um, what's crazy about it is that it has actually happened in history when fighters have lost weight and gone down in weight. Their punch resistance does seem to go. Now, if you a good example of that is Roy Jones. Roy Jones, when he went up to heavyweight, he managed to win a heavyweight title against John Ruiz. But then when he went down to light heavyweight, his chin resistance was just not the same. Now, he wasn't a guy that had the best chin to begin with. He's not like a Marvin Hagler who had a great chin. I think a few times he did get rocked, but his incredible reflexes and defense allowed him to stay out of danger. But then when he went out down to light heavyweight, his reflexes slowed just a little bit. So by the time that happened, I'll be honest with you, like I feel like he did get hurt to the chin, and the reason why that happened is probably to do with the fact that obviously the weight loss has made him weaker. So I think there is some credence to the fact that if you do lose weight very fast, the way Eubank Jr. did, obviously he went down to a catch weight to fight Conor Benn, and then that fight got cancelled, and then he took another fight against Liam Smith, and then that's when he got stopped, right? A similar thing happened to Tony Ferguson. Tony Ferguson went down in weight. He made weight once, and then he made weight again. So he made weight for a fight that wasn't going to happen, and then he made weight again and hit them. Dana White has said that double weight cut, he believes that's the reason why he was so off in the fight against Justin Gaethje. So that being said, I think there is some credence to the fact that if you lose weight too fast, it can affect your chin resistance. Now with Errol Spence has always struggled to make welterweight, but I don't think that's the reason why his chin was not good against Crawford. I think with Crawford, it is a multitude of factors. I think it's to do with the fact that, first of all, it's he was coming off the car crash. Second of all, Crawford is a genuine puncher. Like, this guy can hit. The last 10 fights, he's managed to stop. I think his last 11 opponents, he's managed to stop them all. So this guy's a prolific puncher. I think Crawford's power is underrated. So that's why he had Spence bouncing off the deck like a basketball, because of the fact that Crawford is a genuine puncher. So I think there is some credence to the fact that losing weight does make you, like, cutting weight too brutally. A brutal weight cut can affect your chin resistance. It can definitely happen. But I think there's other multiple factors that come into it as well. So tell me what you think below. Obviously, Errol Spence and Eubank Jr. were known to have great chins. Like, they were never stopped even though they fought good fighters. But all of a sudden they get stopped, and a lot of fans are thinking it's because of the weight cut. And I think there's some validity to that. I don't think it's completely nonsensical. But tell me what you think below. Do you think it's because of the weight cut that the chin resistance went? Why do you think it is that the chin resistance actually went? What's the reason for that? I think there's a multitude of factors. It's not just one thing. I think there's several things. Um, So tell me what you think below, and like and subscribe to the channel. I've got a lot more content coming your way. Peace.